What's going on, people? It's Brandon Augustus, and today I'm going to show you how I made my new dance single, Don't Baby. At the beginning of the track, I was struggling to find a melody, and I usually make my melodies on piano first, and then I can choose what sound is going to best fit this beat. And I knew I wanted to make a tropical house kind of influenced dance track. So I started with this on piano first, and then I moved it to this bell synth. And when I started this in the beginning, I was like, no, not gonna do a minor key again. But for me, and I think a lot of producers, you have this kind of taste, and as you produce, it grows. And depending on how long you've been producing, or what you like, only certain things can fit into that box where you're like, yes, I like that, because not everyone likes the same thing. And so for me, if I'm producing in a major key, there's going to be a lot of melodies and grooves that I don't like, and same for someone else. So when I started this, I said I wanted to be in a major key, but I had to find the right groove. And from that, like, I can build the whole track around that. That was a good solid foundation. And then I got the same MIDI and put it on top of this bell pad. And this is nice because it's so distant and far away. Cool. You can't have a dance track without your drums, obviously. It's just two sounds, but that's all you need to get your groove going, right? And then we got this pre-chorus, this break. Now this is where stuff gets interesting. Yeah, that's right. I'm coming off the back of producing music for a long time, and at this point now I'm able to create what is in my head. For a long time I think my skills and ability had to catch up to the imagination that was in my head, and now I'm starting to execute. What we got in there is electric bongo. I don't think I've ever used a sound like this. And that rhythm, yeah, that's something else. But what I like to do is, in my pre-choruses, it's a perfect chance to start introducing new sounds. So when this piano comes in, you get all these fills just for that. Yeah, I like that. So normally, I would harmonize the melody with full chords, kind of like this. But there's a lot of other instruments in that pre-chorus and middle 8 section, so I kept it really simple. And it sounds like it comes from, I don't know, man, a ballad or something. Not what you'd find in a dance track normally. What's interesting about this is electric guitar, is I kind of use just a short sound to signal that pre-chorus is coming. At the beginning, I think I started just collecting various sounds, not knowing how I was going to use them, but I knew I wanted a sci-fi kind of sound, and that's how I got this riser. Sound like something you'd hear in a 60s black and white film. Chorus, right? Big fat chorus. Now we've changed the drum groove from this 4 to the floor into this full out, get your dance on. And the beauty about making music is there's no rules. So it's kind of like, why don't you throw a timpani on one of the offbeats? True genius is when you don't question, like, if something is okay to be that way. You just kind of accept it, like, yeah, I can see why that kind of works. Bass with a bit of distortion. It's alright, but it's not enough in the low end. So what I like to do is get a normal bass and then add a sub underneath, so you can catch any of the frequencies that the other bass wasn't doing. Now to the verse. You've got the 4 to the floor and the other percussion elements that came in the chorus. Cool. So the first pre-chorus has that piano and guitar, but now this one is piano and guitar again, but there's a bit more guitar this time, whereas the first one was just literally the slide sound. I mean, that piano's so beautiful. If I had it my way, I would make the beat like 2 beats, and the other half of the beat is literally just some emotional thing. What is next, mate? This break of the song, for some reason I was like, do you know what, let me just throw an opera singer into the song. When you start with different ingredients, you'll end up with a different song at the end. If you start with the same stuff, it's very hard to switch it up. This is mad. It's like the reward for listening to the song for so long. And that distorted kick is beautiful because it lets you know like you're about to enter something completely different. And I have these kind of tricks where if I'm going to lead you into a different section, I need to keep something that you've heard before. And that for me was these open hi-hats. Since we got opera singer, why don't we have a violin as well? I mean, why not? Put that all together. But when it comes to that middle 8, she's singing with such emotion. It's kind of like, alright, you're more than just someone singing these fun, casual lyrics. Like, there's something else because it's a good vocal tone in that middle 8. Cool. And this is a big reason why I love dance music so much, because as long as the energy and the groove and the rhythm's there, you can do so much creatively in the production. You get to just craft these worlds that don't exist. I think it can be tricky to get the right vocal for the song at times, but this was good because there's a lot of attitude in her voice. And you can tell she's like Eastern European or something like that. So a lot of the words she's pronouncing in her own way. Give it a different vibe. I had to chop up the vocal in a certain way that gives it impact.
Tom, baby, baby, Tom, baby. Tom, baby, I'm not your lady.
I've actually pitched certain elements that were in the original to change the melody completely to suit my song.
Oh.
It sounds like the end of a phrase. Originally, it didn't go down like that. It was something else. This low don't, it fills in that gap so nicely.
Tom, baby. Tom, baby, I'm not your lady.
So that's it, guys. That's how you make a banger. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget, this single is out on the 24th of January. So make sure you click that Spotify pre-order.